I'd like you to think about the connective tissue and muscles around your thighs being very much like sleeves, fabric sleeves that are in fact moving. The sleeves of your muscles and connective tissue are sliding around your thigh bones as your knees rock from side to side. And if you're like me, wearing sort of leggings or fairly easy trousers, you might even get a sense of that, because the fabric, it's probably the same if they're loose trousers, the fabric is rolling around or wrapping around your thighs as like another layer of connective tissue. So we're just letting the knees rock from side to side. As your knees rock and it closes off one side of your hip, you know, sort of the groin on one side, if you're rocking to the left, the right groin kind of closes off. You can think of that inward rotation. And then as the knees swing over to the other side, the left one will be the inward rotation. And then bring your legs just back to stillness, back into balance, comfortable feet. And we'll think again, and we'll just say to ourselves, well, we'll let the back widen and soft belly wide back, because the soft belly wide back is how we release the tops of the legs. So softening the belly, widening the back to release the tops of the legs. The position that you're in now, semi-supine, there's already an inward rotation happening at the very top of your thigh, up by your hips. And you can assist and ease through your knees by thinking of the knees going up towards the ceiling and spiraling out away from each other, knees forwards and away. So I'd like you to bring one of your feet close to your sit bone. So just drag your heel back and have it very close to the sit bone. And I just do this to make life easier for when we want to pick the foot up off the ground, because we're going to do that next. We're going to very simply pick up that foot and draw that knee in towards us. And you can feel free to put a hand on the outside of the thigh and just hang on to it for a moment. So we've brought this knee all the way in towards us. And if it's comfortable for you, you can let the thigh, the knee sort of fall away a bit from the midline, so you're not sort of too closed in there. So the front hip flexors have been squashed. The thigh that's coming towards you is now squashing through the front of your hip. And that inward rotation is happening, whether you can feel it or not. And you can think again about the knee area and asking for that freedom around the knee, a bit of ease, because the knee is releasing forwards and away. Forwards in space, away from the midline. Plonk that foot back down on the ground. Drag your other one a bit closer. So this time, what I'd like you to do with the other leg is, as you're bringing that other leg in, just notice if something tries to hang on and grip. Can you think to yourself that as the knee folds in, so too does that inward rotation happen right up in the pelvis, right up in the hip joint. Have a go, just picking it up, folding it in there, and using your other arm to support it. And then be aware, as you're pausing in this folded in position, that there's an inward release that's happening really deep in your hip, and there's an outward spiraling that's happening right up by your kneecap. And we're going to do both sides again. So if you want to place that foot back on the floor,